This is a Lewitt LCT-240, an incredibly well-built microphone that sounds great, and it's only $149. I've used it here on the channel for my voice, recording lead and backing vocals, recording a podcast, and also recording acoustic guitar as well. And we're going to compare it to this Lewitt RAY, which is a bit more higher-tier microphone that helps you capture audio sources in even more detail. And it also has this autofocus feature that allows you to move more freely when recording while still getting this consistent sound. And to help you decide which might suit you better, I'm going to use both of these. First of all, capturing my voice, so like a podcast tone, if you will. Then we'll record some acoustic guitar with both of these microphones. And as the last thing, I'm also going to sing into both of these microphones. And again, we'll compare the unprocessed and processed sound as well. By the way, this video is sponsored by Sweetwater and I get compensated for my work here. However, they did not provide like talking points or anything like that. All of the opinions and observations are purely my own. But let's start comparing these two microphones by checking out some of the specs. And at this point, I want to say that I'm not necessarily super versed in microphone specs, so to speak. Like when I read a spec sheet, it doesn't tell me that much how they're going to sound or anything like that. I'm not like at that level of microphone enthusiast. But being somewhat more than almost 40-year-old dad, I did a thing and asked ChatGPT to summarize the differences between the two. And here's what it said. First of all, Lewitt RAY is the higher-end option offering better sensitivity, lower self-noise, and more premium accessories like shock mount and a pop filter, except I'm going to stop here because both of these microphones actually come with shock mount and a pop filter, and this windscreen thing actually have my both pop filters as well. It's kind of ridiculous that this $149 microphone actually comes with all of this. You get the shock mount, you get the pop filter, and you also get the windscreen as well. So GPT got that wrong. But here's one key difference. It uses a larger 1-inch diaphragm for fuller detailed capture, ideal for vocals or studio use. LCT-240 Pro is a budget-friendly versatile mic with high SPL handling, making it suitable for loud sources like amps and drums, though it also has a higher self-noise and a smaller diaphragm, which may affect depth and richness in vocals. And also GPT gave me a recommendation, so choose RAY if you are after professional quality and lower noise. Choose LCT-240 Pro if you're starting out or need a rugged all-around. And the next thing to do is to just start singing in these, recording acoustic guitar, all of that. Let's get started. Alright, so I had to lower myself a little bit so I'm closer to the microphones. They are very close to each other. And my idea is that I'm actually going to sing like here, meaning that that camera actually kind of summarizes pretty well. I think both microphones should capture my voice pretty well. I actually did like gain matching, at least close-ish. I think LCT-240 is a little bit less sensitive, so I'm going to boost its volume a little bit. Though for comparison, we're going to level match this anyway, but yeah, this LCT-240 is less sensitive than the RAY. And all the RAY function or like aura function is disabled on Lewitt RAY. So no like distance compensation stuff or anything like that. Just the raw tone of the microphone. And yeah, let's get singing. I have climbed highest mountain. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. I have run, I have crawled, I have scaled these city walls, only to be with you. For podcasting tones, I thought we could actually compare how the kind of windscreen and this pop filter thing sound. So first of all, I'm going to record some podcasty stuff, if you will, using these windshields, I guess they're called. And then we're going to swap these on the microphones instead. So yeah, let's give it a try.
Hello, I'm speaking to Lewitt RAY. Does this sound very podcasty? This is a processed tone, or maybe it's an unprocessed tone, because we're going to comparing both here as well. Hello. It is great to, speak about the microphones while speaking into microphones. And then we're going to switch to LCT-240 Pro, and this is how it sounds. The levels seem to be pretty well matched, but not quite. And yeah, right now we're speaking into a windshield. It's not a windshield. It's a windshield. Maybe it's a windshield. Who knows? And if I get excited, this is how it sounds. And if I get excited here, this is how it sounds. Everything sounds so magnificent. No clipping, at least on my audio interface, which is good. And switching to pop filters now. Or are these windshields? I don't know which one is which. Let me know down in the comments. Is this a pop filter or a windshield? Which is which? I still don't know. But yeah, this is how they sound. Now, I'm speaking to Ray right now. Ray, are you okay? Ray, are you okay? LCT, are you okay? LCT, are you okay? This feels really weird and unnecessary, but we are comparing the two so you can decide which one suits you better. Hello. Yeah, this is the podcast voice. And by the way, I've used the LCT-240 Pro to record like semi-professional albums as well. Actually, I don't know why I'm calling them semi-professional. They were professionally recorded, mixed, and mastered. And that album has been out for quite a while. All the vocals, or at least backing vocals, were recorded using an LCT-240 Pro. So it works. And greetings from the CatPick Studios QC department, maintenance Vlad here. Hello! I'm here just to make sure that if you enjoyed this video and want to see more in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Enabling the notification bell also helps. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you have any concerns, whether they're related to this video or not, voice those concerns in the comment section down below. All of those really help. But now back to whatever thing I was just talking about. Alright, let's record acoustic guitar with this as well. And I'm using the LCT-240 Pro here right now. I'm aiming at this part of the guitar. I made like a whole acoustic guitar recording at home video, links in the description and in the cards as well. Alright, I've gone through the footage, I've gone through the audio clips, all of that, and here's my verdict of these two. I think something that I had already kind of known because I've been using both of these for a while. I love the Ray microphone. It's just such a professional sounding thing. It sounds amazing. It works on vocals, speech. I love that I can have it further from me and it still sounds like a closed mic thing. It's kind of amazing what it does. But if we leave out the Ray function or the autofocus feature, whatever you want to call it, like sound-wise, I feel it has more depth to it, which is amazing for tracking like lead vocals, for example. It just has the depth, and like when you have a great singer singing in something like this, it just sounds fantastic right out of the box.
And having said that, while LCT-240 Pro might have a bit thinner sound, that doesn't mean that it's bad for vocals either, because like our church's EP was recorded using LCT-240 Pro. Like most of the vocals we recorded for our church EP were recorded using the LCT-240 Pro. And actually it having a slightly thinner sound was perfect for all the backing vocals, for example, because those don't need to have like a lot of low end anyway. So even though this might sound a bit thinner on its own, for tracking, and it actually might be exactly the thing that you need, instead of getting like as thick sound as possible. So it's not like one is necessarily better for every application. It's just that, well, I guess my recommendation is to have both, to be honest, because it gives you a lot of flexibility. But honestly, if you're just starting out and you're looking for your first microphone or want to upgrade from like an SM58 or something like that, this is ridiculously good. I mean, the build quality, again, is superb, especially if you take into account how much they're asking for this. Shock mount, pop filter, windshield, all of that, it's there. Again, I don't know how they're doing this, but it's just freaking good. And then again, Ray kind of provides you all the depth and richness of the tone, if you will. It just captures more detail, and I hope you could tell in the clips how like rich the acoustic guitar, for example, sound. And me saying that doesn't mean that the LCT-240 Pro is in any way like sonically worse. I would just say that this helps you to capture more detail on one take, whereas with this one, it's maybe less detail, but it's also easier to operate because there's like a bigger dynamic range. You can mic a snare with this if you want to, all of that. And I guess it comes down to what you want and what you need. If you just want to have like a single microphone that works for pretty much everything, this is an incredibly good choice. It's affordable, it's built like a tank, and as we learned, it works on many different applications. If you want to capture more detail or you're doing a podcast or something like that, Ray is incredible to have. Like even if you move a little bit back and forth when you're talking and stuff like that, it just captures every freaking detail. I love this thing, but I love this thing as well. And that's why I've kept both of these in my arsenal for several years, I think now. So yeah, hopefully this comparison gave you all the information you need to decide between the two. And if you got any questions about either of these microphones, be sure to ask those in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you soon. And again, links to everything in the description. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching. I shall see you next time. Yeah, this was really weird. Bye!